This is Stryker of Enyo, and you're getting just the tip. So, this is out of bounds for the division. This isn't anything necessarily new. I also believe that there's an easier way of getting out of bounds. This is still the original. We're in Hell's Kitchen. As you can see, there's the map of, well, the division. Hell's Kitchen, we're going right up by 42nd West. And this is going to lead us into what everyone has already assumed is going to be the next area for the game. Or at least it's going to be unlocked because it's pretty much finished. All we want to do is basically sprint toward this column while rapidly pressing the B button on Xbox. Whatever the mantle button is for your system of choice. I can't remember what it is on PlayStation 4. Is it square? But anyway, that's basically all you need to do. Run toward that block while rapidly hitting the mantle button in order to climb up it. I got it to work once I whipped out my sidearm. You're basically going to grab a hold of the ledge and pull yourself up. It'll take a little bit. There you go. As soon as the prompt comes up, then you hit the B button or whatever it is, and you'll grab it and you'll pull yourself in. So this is where the area is going toward. Like, all this area over here is pretty well fleshed out. As soon as you get up this high, though, this is where the features pretty much disappear. So we're probably never going to get up this high. But, and as you can see, the cursor doesn't go any higher than this in the first place. So you can't go up. Yeah, I get it, dumbass. And, well, we're going to travel upward toward the bottom of Central Park. So we're going to get through all of this stuff here. And the buildings have detail and still around this area. And up here, there's supposedly supposed to be a dark zone stronghold. And we're going to be able to get actually all the way over here. As you can see, that's the furthest boundary is what I hit at this point. And you can get behind all this stuff, but there's really no big deal. So once you get in the area, you're going to have to come here, where you can wedge yourself in. There's a gate here. For the most part, you're not going to be able to go very much further, so you need to put down a deployable cover, and then you need to equip the ballistic shield, and that's going to push you back into that corner. So then you'll be inside a shipping container like this, or a container, and you need to do it again on one of the other corners. Just throw up your portable cover as close to you as possible, equip the ballistic shield, and keep trying to roll back. You'll mess it up. I do need to tell you, this part isn't necessarily easy. You probably could spend 20 minutes trying to do this, but as you see, I did eventually get out, throw the cover away, and this is where the fun happens. This is where the aircraft carrier is. It's probably going to be for the LMB. Some of these platforms are blocked off with invisible walls. I don't know if you can even get up on that bridge. I guess I didn't try because I knew that the aircraft carrier, eventually we are meant to come here because you can look at all the detail. There's flags, there's lights, there's everything. The aircraft carrier itself, I'm not sure if there's enough detail on it as you would think, but you can see all the footprints and stuff. We're eventually going to probably end up in this area in the game, but it's just a matter of how far are we going to be able to go. Because that area is pretty blocked off. Now you're going to come to a bridge that's right here. As you can see, it's up a little bit from the aircraft carrier and whatnot. And we're going to start climbing cars. And this will actually let us get out to the next area. And there's plenty of detail here. And I'm not sure if... So there's the area that you can't get to. As you can see, everything's walled off. You're not meant to get out there at the moment. And I don't know if there's going to be easy passage out here. Because as you can see on this bridge, I don't think you're meant to get up on the bridge. Because ultimately this bridge doesn't go anywhere. There's plenty of detail still here. The regular textures are being used. There's, what is it now? I forget which park. There you go, DeWitt Clinton. So it's possible that there could be more stuff added here. As you can see, as we get one more block further north, that's where the detail and stuff is going to kind of go out. And you're going to realize that, like the backs of those buildings to our right, they're pretty much just facades. They're not complete 3D models. So apparently the player is never meant to get really that far beyond. And I don't know if we'll ever actually get to play around in the park. But as you can see, there's plenty of stuff down there. Plenty of detail and whatnot. I would imagine they'd let us do a few encounters or something. Because at this point, this is where it all gets walled off. Like, this is where the shit meets the road, as they would say. Yeah, there's crap here. They definitely, new players are not going to get this far. You just got rough estimates of, like, a roof and whatnot. And this is pretty much where the detail stops. So now we moved all the way up to Central Park. Some buildings are anchored all right. They have, a proper door and whatnot. As we get further to the east, you'll notice they don't. But yeah, this is... You actually can't go up. You can't mantle over that little thing. But yeah, that's Central Park at the moment. Not sure... Developers always talked about us going there, but it's possible that we might actually get transported to the middle of it, maybe? I don't know. But this is what it's like so far, just some trees floating. It's basically it's all placeholder, just in case the player, looks down a certain alley or down the road in the dark zone, so they see trees. It's basically just there for that. And you run into these a lot too. You can't get through them. Obviously, they're unfinished. These buildings are... No, they're still anchored too. They got proper doors and everything. Yeah, you can't get through these. The snow texture is just there. As you can see, we're quite a bit east now. So you can see where... And this is the actual absolute limit. I think I'm technically in the water at this point. You can't dive roll over it. Now, these buildings aren't even anchored properly. Some windows are halfway in. Some of the textures are spread out, or they're stretched. Like they were meant to be smaller in size. See that there's like halfway through the windows. So this is an area probably we're never going to get to. You can see a bridge over here. I'm not familiar with New York, so I don't know which one it is. It's definitely in lower detail than we saw in the cutscenes. So, and this is about as far as you can go this way. There is an invisible wall even in Central Park. So, I couldn't push any farther forward than you saw me. And I believe there's even an invisible wall to my left. Not to mention just the stuff that's there. Obviously, I can't push through that. But there's more that are... Once you get down here further in the open, you still can't push out to the water. So, this is on the northern east side of the map. We probably never will end up going here because these buildings were obviously put down in a hurry. I mean, I guess it's possible you could, but, I'm sure they'll bring us somewhere else. But that's what all this is. It's just a quick look. I'm sure you probably got out of the map yourselves by now, especially if you're watching this on YouTube. We're probably already playing the content. But hey, I recorded it. I just wanted to make my own little archive of it. So there you go. See you next time on the Stryker Show. That's a stupid fucking name. Forget that.